A function is odd if you can take that function and do, and graphically, if you fold it on the x-axis, fold like a piece of paper, you fold it together, and then if you do another fold where you fold it onto the y-axis, if the two places equal each other, then you've got an odd function. So you got to imagine this part of the area getting flipped over to this side. That's the folding on the x-axis part. And if you do that, it's starting to look pretty similar, because this line will come down because it's being reflected on the x-axis, just like it does over here. This line will now be up top over here, just like it is over here. And then it's odd if you don't just fold on the x-axis, but then fold again on the y-axis. So after that flip, you put them together, these two lines are actually going to match perfectly. We can confirm that with the definition of an odd function. So if these two sides are equal to each other, then we say the function is odd. And to check this, all you need to do is plug in negative x everywhere where you see an x in the function. And plug in a positive x, but then negate everything inside the function. If those two things equal each other, then you have a odd function. So let's start. We're going to take this function, we're going to plug a negative x into it. So I've done what the function definition told me to do. I mean, the definition for odd functions told me to do. I plugged in a negative x everywhere where I saw an x in the function. And then I said, well, does that equal if I take a negative sign of everything in the function? And let's check over here. If you cube a number, or if you raise a number to an odd power, it's not going to change the sign. So this part over here simplifies to be negative 2x to the third, because I have a negative times a positive. Oops. Get some drawing there. And then same thing over here. Negative 3 times negative x is going to make a positive 3x to the fifth. Because again, it's being raised to an odd power, so this is going to be a negative times a negative to make a positive. So that's what the left side simplifies to be. On this one, the right side, you've got a negative sign in front of a parentheses, so distribute that negative sign to everything. That's what it looks like when you use the distributive property. And look, these two functions match. This side equals this side. So we can say this is true, meaning that this is an odd function. And that's what we got when we looked at it graphically.